What's up guys, Harvey here from Hutch's Welding. Today we're going to get started on a very special project. What we have here are some fabricated lower control arms that we're going to be building for a good friend of ours, Adam Pila from Pila Motorsports. This is also going to be part of Extreme Hummer Performance and DMAX swap. Basically what we got here is some extended lower control arms from one of his kits for fabricated lower control arms to accommodate coilovers on Hummers. But this is a special project. Adam is known for his mega truck, which is, if you don't know what a mega truck is, look it up. But he's got Duramax powered mega truck, solid axle, you know, long travel, those things are just crazy. But he's building a mega Hummer. So this thing is 6-inch longer on each side control arms. Reached out to me to help him fabricate some of this stuff. So we're gonna be taking you guys along the build, you know, just kind of show what's going on. But just wanted to get started. We're gonna get started on these. We're gonna start welding these up. As you can see, they're all boxed up, fabricated. He had brought them to me, you know, in pieces. Mocked them all up, got them all test fit. We went to the truck, fit them on the truck, got our bushings mocked in. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna weld all the bottom side first, and then we're gonna pop this top plate off, and then they're gonna have internal gussets. These are all internal ribbed gussets, and then we're gonna have our shock tabs. They're gonna come here, and they're gonna go through here. So definitely a lot of welding, a lot of fabrication up ahead. So we're gonna take you guys along through the welding process. You can see me doing some churning and burning, and then we'll get these back over to the truck, and for now, enjoy. All right, so I just finished up welding up one side of these. I went ahead and I did a single pass for now. I'm actually gonna clean all this up, and I'm gonna go over it with a nice secondary pass. This is about 3/16 material, so I wanted to make sure that I got to the root. You know, typically you do like a root pass or a hot pass, and then I'll go over it with a nice, probably a weave cap, because a lot of this fit up is corner weld, where the two joints are cornered up together at a 90, and it gives you a nice little void to weld to. That works really well with MIG, but since we're TIGging this, like I said, we want to be able to give it a nice baseline, and then we're going to go over it with a nice pretty weld over the top. So I'm going to probably cut the top off, and I'll go ahead and do the gussets, and then we'll just keep on rolling, baby. Yeah, all right, so we got all the inside welded up like we talked about, welded up all the outside, welded up all the inside, got this all prepped, started prepping our gussets. We got our shock brackets here, we got our gussets here. I can show you a little bit of what we got going on. basically this guy is gonna sit right up inside of here, and this one is actually gonna tie into the shock bracket that's gonna land right around this area. And then we got our other piece on the other side. As you can see, this one ties in not only to the control arm, the whole bottom of the control arm, but we got it to tie into the bushing, and then it's going to tie into here. And then that top plate, which I have right over here, we got it all prepped. We made our notches, so it's going to sit right inside here. As you can see, we're going to weld the gusset on the bottom of the plate here, and then we're going to stick this on top, and then we're going to weld the top right up all along here, and then these gussets will slide, or these shock brackets are going to slide right in here. These are also going to get welded on the bottom before, and then we're going to weld them on the top side there. Welded up all the internal gusseting inside and out. Got this thing welded up all the way up to the bushing. So now we take our top plate and you can see it'll drop in right where we want it. And we will take our shock brackets. These are going to get welded up, fully welded up on top to seal this, to connect the gusset to the top plate. Obviously the sides are all going to get fitted and welded, and then our shock brackets they're going to drop into slots on the bottom. Our shock brackets are going to slide through just like the top. We have our slots, or like keys, and then that'll get welded on the bottom, and then it'll get welded around the top. And there'll probably be another reinforcement gusset that gets welded onto here, because remember, this is going to be taking a beating. This thing is going to be jumping. It's going to be some jumpage going on here. So that's why there's so much care and welding and reinforcement and a lot of good stuff, especially them being longer and all that stuff. So alrighty, we got our top plate all fitted and secured now. We're gonna go ahead and do our first pass all the way around the top side, weld all these guys in, and then we'll get our shock brackets mounted up in there. We'll do our final weld. Let's get to it. top side, first pass all welded up. We'll clean all this up and we'll go ahead and get ready for our final weld. All right, that about wraps up control arm number 2. All we got to do is blend out the bottom of the shock tabs. Remember, we had a slot cut out of here. Now we were able to weld the bottom and the top. So go ahead and blend those out. All right, well, that wraps up number 2. 2 done, 2 more to go.